Welcome to the Tony the Prophet channel for week 4 of NFL action. The Prophet is up late burning the midnight oil. It's 10 minutes to midnight East Coast time on Saturday, but I got to get this out so you guys can get your bets in on Sunday. Had a busy weekend, but that's okay. Last week we did okay. Gave you Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. What did I tell you? Versus the NFC, 20-1 straight up. Okay, he's 21-1 now. Can't wait for the next time. He only gets 4 opportunities a year to play the NFC. We had Buffalo. That was a smash spot. It killed Jaguars. Okay, and then Cincinnati. This should have been candy from a baby. They're giving up 7.5 points at home to the worst defense in the NFL. Kudos to Jalen Daniels for turning the tables on them. Okay, Zach Taylor is a horrible coach. Doesn't have his team ready. Lou Anarumo. This guy 18 months ago was going for getting contracts to be a head coach, and he turned them down. Well, that's a life lesson. Don't turn them down when you're hot. But anyways, they give up 38 points to Washington, and couldn't score enough and beat them at home. That's a disgrace. But we move on to this week. I like Pittsburgh giving up 2.5. I bet early I got them at 1.5. Indy's 32nd against the run. They give up 237 yards. Now it's early in the season. That number will probably come down, but they're horrible against the run. What is Pittsburgh like to do? They like to run the ball with Najee. Jalen is out, but that's okay. They still got enough firepower. Could see Cordero Patterson. Should be a good game for Pickens. Arthur Smith likes to run the ball. That's what he does. He's like Greg Roman, pass game caveman Greg Roman. Over he moved from Baltimore to the Chargers, and they just want to run the ball. But Pittsburgh 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread, 6-1 their last 7 games. And that's about it. They're a superior team. You got Richardson. It's his 8th game. He turns the ball over, and Indy has some injuries on defense. Kwity Paye and DeForest Buckner. It's all good. It's all to the positive. So Pittsburgh, the best play of the week. Then I like Minnesota getting 3. The 3-0 against the spread. Okay, this team's for real this year with Donald. They beat San Francisco. They beat Houston. These are 2 quality teams. Addison comes back this week. I mean, Green Bay, they lost to Philly. Now, Green Bay's a good team. They lost to Philly, but they beat Indy and Tennessee, albeit they had Malik Willis. Great job by the coach to get him ready, but they beat 2 patsies. They're the better team. So, Green Bay defense not up to snuff. 26 in pass yards, 22nd in rush yards, 26 in yards per play. So, you got an Aaron Jones revenge game, but Minnesota playing well. I think they're the superior team. Love comes back. That's huge. Should keep it close. I think it's a close game, but you're getting 3 points. You're getting a field goal. Minnesota's been solid, so I'm calling it Minnesota 24-20. Okay, the next game, I had a hard time finding the next game. There's a lot of games that are good, but there's injuries out there. So I'll take Detroit. I'll go up on a limb and take Detroit, giving 3.5. I don't like the hook. If you don't like the hook, buy it down and get the field goal at 3. I mean, the big key in the game for me is that Seattle's 23rd versus the rush, giving up 142 yards a game. What can Detroit do? Montgomery and Gibbs, they can run the ball, okay? And when they run the ball, they win. They're very successful when they run the ball. Seattle D is pretty good. They only give up 4 yards a play. But, who they beat up? They beat up, they had Bo Nix in his first game ever. They went to overtime with the Patriots, and we know how bad the Patriots are. You saw the Thursday night game was horrific. And then they beat a Miami team with Skylar Thompson. So, at least they're getting Huntley this week. They have a half a chance, but they'll probably still lose to Tennessee. So, they have a Monday night game, which they don't get in Detroit for years because they stunk. and now you're going to have a lubricated crowd drinking all day who can't wait to go to the game. So the place will be rocking. Detroit should win 24-17. The other game I was going to look at was Arizona. In place of that, Washington short week going out there. Arizona's still a good team. McBride's out, but you got Harrison, and they have to play on the road. Arizona's good at home. They're playing well. I had a few notes on it here that I put. But yeah, that's about it. They're a superior team. Take advantage of with Harrison and Connor. And I had them winning 34-28. I like the over in that game. Both teams will score. And but then I want to give you the MC Hammer plays. There's a number of them. These games, because of injuries, they're too tight this week. So first one's Atlanta giving up a field goal to New Orleans. I'm leading New Orleans. I don't trust Atlanta, but they are at home. That game's very close, so I'll stay away from that. I love the Rams, but when you analyze their roster, they're just too beat up, and you got guys missing on offense, got some guys on defense. The defense gets a little shaky. A good quarterback. Chicago can't run the ball, so he's gonna. Caleb Williams is gonna throw, so I'm going to stay away from that. Philly and Tampa Bay. I would love Philly in this spot. I think they're still gonna win, but it could be a shaky game. Brown may come back. Smith's out. There's other injuries. Just too many uncertainty. San Francisco against New England. They should kill New England, but they're getting 10.5 points. Teams getting points this year with like 15 and big points of 15-2 against the spread. So I think San Francisco wins by 10. You lose by the hook. McCaffrey's out. I don't know if Debo comes back. They just have too many guys. Kittle's been beat up, and Juju's not great. So and they're 1-2. Smash spot for them. And then, like I said, Miami and Tennessee. I think Tennessee should do okay, but they get Huntley back over Skylar Thompson. He played well in Baltimore when he was there. He's a better backup, but it's just a smell game. It's an under. It's no points. You got better things to pick from, and I think that's about it. So. Burning the midnight oils for you. I want to get this out. Get it out before while you still got time to bet. Have a great week and come back, and I'll see you next week. Take care.